everybody, this is Lisa Riley with 1 Degree of Separation Synergy Services Women of Color Entrepreneurs Network here in Santa Clara County. And I am so excited today because I'm here at Santa Clara Law School and I have the pleasure of sharing some wonderful information about their new, well, not so new now, but their entrepreneurial law clinic. And I especially wanted to have this special viewing today to share with African American females in the African American community that there are free legal services. So I want to introduce a wonderful woman who I met in March, Miss Pamela Vavra, who is the project manager for the program. I'm going to let her give more details about her title. She has a long title here at the Law Center at Santa Clara. Hello, Miss Pamela. How are you?
I'm delighted to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
I'm happy to be here with you too. Yes. Yeah. Now we first met back in March of this year. 2019. Yeah, it's October
Seems like
already.
It's been longer.
And this is when ODOS, we had our first economic development conference for women of color, and you were one of my panelists. And I was so excited because you didn't know me from Houdini, and you came out and supported the law clinic and shared the information about the wonderful services for entrepreneurs. So I thank you for that. So tell us a little bit about you and the programs that you supervise here at the Law Center.
I'm one of those people that's the poster child for it's never too late to go back to school.
Absolutely.
I graduated from law school just recently in 2015.
Yes.
And after I graduated from law school, one of the things that I had really enjoyed immensely was the opportunity to be involved in Santa Clara Law's Entrepreneurs Law Clinic. That is a semester-long program that provides actual legal products, legal services in the form of work product for entrepreneurs and small business owners. Students work over the course of a semester to provide something like an entrepreneur or a shareholders agreement, a founders agreement, or maybe an employee handbook.
Absolutely.
Something on that order.
I need one of those for my nonprofit.
Exactly. And we found that the services were oversubscribed both in terms of students. It became very competitive to get into the program for students.
Sure.
But secondly, we weren't able to serve as many of the clients that were applying for services. In addition to that, some of the clients were saying, you know, I don't really have a big project, but can I just ask one little question? You know, I just have this one little question that I need to ask about. So Laura Norris, Professor Norris, who's the director of that program, approached me and asked me if I would help develop a legal advising clinic as an offshoot of the Entrepreneurs Legal Clinic, Law Clinic. Yeah. And so we go out into the community, and 3 times a month we have legal services at varying locations. One evening we are at SCORE, which is on 4th and Gish in San Jose. Another evening a month we're at the Martin Luther King Library.
Right.
And now we've just added a 3rd location, the Small Business Development Center, which is down in the southern part of town.
Congratulations.
Right. Yeah, so we're really excited about it. The truth is, we're probably going to have to go back to just 2 clinics because 3 is a bit much for us to handle. Yeah, so it takes a lot of effort to do that. But the exciting part about these clinics is that we involve law students. So it's what I call a win-win-win. In fact, there's a 4th win to this whole program, where we provide an opportunity for lawyers who are in business law, and lawyers try to do a lot of pro bono work. In fact, the Bar Association requests that they perform 500 hours a year in pro bono services.
And what did you tell us at the conference? Free.
Yeah.
Pro bono, free.
That's right.
Remember that, everybody.
So, but transactional attorneys in business law don't have a lot of opportunities for doing that because most of the free clinics have to do with immigration or domestic violence or landlord-tenant issues, things like that. So this provides an opportunity for lawyers who are in business law to apply their specialized knowledge and help people that they are more accustomed to dealing with. Secondly, this provides an opportunity for even first-year law students to be able to interact with real-world clients experiencing real-world legal issues.
Absolutely.
Yes, that experiential learning component is one of the things that Santa Clara is well known for, by the way, is providing a lot of those kinds of opportunities for students. Then, of course, it's a win for the community.
Absolutely.
Because the cost of legal services is prohibitive for almost every small business owner.
Very expensive.
And so even to find out whether they have a valid legal issue that, can find some resolution, they have to pay an enormous amount of money just to get that answer.
I think the average, for an hour consultation is like $250 an hour. And actually, honestly, I paid that.
That might be cheap.
No, so I did pay that last year to an attorney to get some consultation. But as a newbie, a lot of us have zero budgets.
That's right. Yes.
So we need some free pro bono consultation. So this program is ideal for us.
Well, and then there's a fourth win that I hadn't even realized, and that is it's become a draw to the university for law students who are applying here as a 1L, as a first-year law student.
Absolutely.
They can get this kind of exposure to clients. Most law students, they graduate, they go to work at a law firm, and it's 3 to 5 years before anybody lets them actually work with a real client. So it's a real bonus.
I wish I had extra brain power because I'd sign up to be in the law program too because I'm excited about this. That's right. You're the classic example.
Exactly.
I love it. So are you seeing with the rise of female entrepreneurs, African American women, women of color, and especially in Silicon Valley, are you seeing any growth in that area as women coming to you for services and resources?
It's hard to say because the program is so young, and our avenues of outreach have been somewhat limited. And so I think there's an awful lot of people that don't know about us yet, which is one of the reasons why I was really grateful for your invitation to do this interview, because I think we could stand to get a lot more exposure into that community.
And it's free, and as a nonprofit, I became a nonprofit because I was out there and I was going to consultants and, trying to find the money to pay for their services, and I just couldn't afford it. And there are a lot of other women of color, entrepreneurs just like me struggling with that, or women leaving corporate America, they want to start a business and they're struggling with, how do I pay for this? Or someone just got laid off and they want a career change and they want to look at their options. Where do they go to get legal advice and information where they don't have to pay an enormous amount of money out of their pocket? And so I said, well, if I'm going to do this for me, I need to do it for everybody else, right? And take the other women with me and share this knowledge and information. So I'm just an information broker, but I'm excited about this because we live in Silicon Valley and it's so expensive. Everything is so expensive here. So this is perfect timing. And this is, we were talking earlier, this started out as a pilot.
Right, we did a pilot project last year, and hopefully it will be permanent. We're keeping our fingers crossed, and we're continuing to experiment with the model to see, how we can provide the best service for the community, for the students, for the attorneys, and for everybody involved. One of the reasons why this school is actively engaged in these kinds of programs is that this is a Jesuit school, and our Jesuit values teach us that we want to become a part of the fabric of the community, and we really want to be in the community and be of service to the community.
I love that.
And one of the things that I teach the law students, I do a training program on how to interview a client, how to listen, all the skills that you need to be a really good interviewer, all right? Because that's the main thing that they're getting out of this program in their first year. They don't have enough legal knowledge to really be imparting a lot of legal information, but they can get a lot of experience on that interview side of things. And one of the segments that I include in this program has to do with being of service, and how Henry Thoreau used to say, you know, if I knew for a fact that a man was coming to my house to do me good, I would run like crazy.
Right.
Because that, you know, we don't want to have that, or that attitude is of, I'm going to go into a community and help somebody.
Right.
Has a lot of hubris attached to it, a lot of arrogance.
Yeah.
And we aren't really of service when we go into a community with that kind of an attitude. The more important attitude is one of empathy. We're in this together. And that's what we really try to teach the law students. That's what the Jesuit practice teaches us.
I don't see that anywhere else being taught in any of the other schools and programs, where you teach people empathy and compassion and using their active listening skills, because when we're hurting, we need people to listen to us and empower us.
And we can be better attorneys the more we learn to really go in and ask the questions first. Find out what are the pain points first, rather than coming in there with, I've got a solution and I'm here to help you, okay? So it's a different approach that we take to many other organizations.
Another area that I'm interested in is emotional intelligence. Now, we talk about emotional intelligence in the business world, in the corporate world, but let's now try and focus on the entrepreneur space.
Yes.
As women of color, a lot of us, we bring our toxicity into the business arena. In general, we bring it into the business arena. So we have to learn how to have those hard conversations. And so we can get down to partnering, building those relationships. And you're doing that here with your students. You're training them to have that compassion, to have that emotional intelligence, to have that empathy. And so I'm really impressed with that. I'm really excited to hear that.